something there, something that's I just can't put my finger on.
Well, someone's accused us of being New World Order.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The UN. I mean, I met Peter Joseph in London. Yeah. Well, I didn't speak to him directly, to be honest. But then, as Joe said, you know, the thing is, when you look at the system and what we're proposing, I mean, why not? You know.
Well, but you know, it's that collectiveness, isn't it? It's
but you can also drop out as well. Someone said to us, I mean, I'd probably not go in and live in a city. I'd probably want to live in a croft on the edge of the, you know. I might do, but the cities are there.
It's utopian, definitely.
It's not. Yeah, but we're in utopia now to 100 years ago, aren't we? But it isn't utopian.
Well, not
to
really.
Someone, you know, when Valerio was just flying across
if you're in the bliss of ignorance, you're not.
Yeah. So in a way, we're in utopia now, but it isn't utopia because we're still slaves, really.
So what are you saying that people can do?
Well, I think it's just awareness, and I think awareness. I mean, I'm not against UK Column. I'm part of it, and I'm subscribed. Same with
no, I didn't think you were for a moment.
No, and but for me anyway, the Zeitgeist movement does press the buttons in terms of world poverty and the injustice of the planet, the way we live our own lives. Yeah. So it's not political as well. So I do think what UK Column's doing is great, but they're also done about punishing, as Joe's just said. It's not about punishing the politicians. They should come to us. It's all
not
behaviour.
About punishing the politicians.
So how can people become active and part of what you're promoting?
It's up to them. Nobody's forced them.
No, I know. How can
just
they?
Join the local chapter. There's chapters all over the country now. I mean, come sort of 18 months ago, there was probably
in that Roman chapter. That's
Roman chapter. Yes.
There's a lot of things chapters. Connected to Rome and connected to
chapters. You know, maybe I don't know.
And if you look at the New World Order, you look at
Vatican and Fleet Street and Admiralty
Law. There's a lot of influence from the Vatican. A lot of influence from Rome, if you like, especially all the Roman buildings. If you look at the Washington DC, and you look at which is not part of America. DC is District of Columbia.
Right.
It's not part of the United States. Just as London's not part of England. No, you know, it's a state and
the square mile.
Yeah, a state is Roman.
And the
Vatican. To the Vatican.
Yeah.
Same as
the United States belongs to the city of London.
And all these areas of control are all Romanesque buildings. They're all legalese is Roman. Yeah.
And you're saying you see that same sort of system emerging through the Zeitgeist movement as well?
I don't know. I'm a bit. I can't really put my finger on what it is. With the
I know what you're
Zeitgeist
talking
movement.
about. I feel a similar way.
There's something there that's.
I was very keen on the Zeitgeist movement when I first heard about it, and I first saw the films, and I have to say that the Zeitgeist movement, seeing the first of the films, was probably one of the biggest wake-up calls that I got, and I got a lot from that. But I went on to do a lot more research for myself.
I mean, there are people saying that it's a New World Order and all this. No, I mean, again, if someone says to me
that there is a New World
Peter
Order,
Joseph is New World Order, then him off. Then what I think the system is.
But a lot of the basic principles,
absolutely. The money for money of society, using technology, you know, and freeing us from the 9 to 5 humdrum, and also freeing the rest of the planet, because we are, in that sense, we're a lot freer than the rest of the planet. So, and it's.
I don't know if we are though.
Well,
I don't think we are.
Not.
I mean, people live in a jungle, you know, with spears, you know, with leaves around them. They're more freer than what we are.
Yeah, you're right. You know, you are right. I think.
Because you know, and it's like I said to Jack Fresco, I said, you know, it needs a big dope of collectivism for such a thing to work, because you know it's not going to work if half of the people don't want it and half do. You know,
because it will work because you'll set up your own cities, like we're talking about the moneyless society.
It's all state of mind. It's all state of mind, isn't it? Anything to work.
Well, what are the solutions then? Give us a solution. I mean, he's saying
education. We have to know. We have to know about the level of corruption. We have to know about the green energy that's available. We have to know how it's been suppressed. We have to know about how the education system is suppressed and repressed. We have to know about Codex Alimentarius. We have to know about everything that's going on. And the only way to build a decent society is every single man, woman and child to be educated to the highest level, so they can't be duped again. And that is it. And everything will come naturally. Yeah, I appreciate what you're doing, and I do like the.
I agree with what you've just said.
I do like.
I mean, if this was New World Order, why would we be running the planet by the scientific method? I mean, we don't even espouse politics. politicians, we espouse local representatives, really, and it could be you or me. It wouldn't matter, really.
We try to expose politicians, but the mainstream, they've got the mainstream media locked down. You know, and everything in the mainstream media, all the tabloids, everything's censored. It's the typical Orwellian 1984 situation.
Now there's a good question.
Yeah, why? You know, that's my young 9-year-old son saying it to me. Why do we need politicians? And you know,
to carry out policy because it's a corporation.
Well, let the scientific method carry out policy.
Policy, you know. That's what it is. It's to issue policy for a corporation. That's all politics do. And what does politics? It's Greek. It means shrewd and cunning. You know, and that's what corporations are to get the money. The shrewd and the cunning.
So, if you had one thing that you'd like to say to the people that watch our channel, what would it be?
Is that Talkie TV?
It is, yeah.
Keep an open mind. Keep researching. Keep looking for the answers, and you know, mind the path you're on, and just don't give up. You know, don't fade away back into the mainstream life. You know, and let it, you know, fall apart. Just we've got a chance really now as a movement to actually progress and to actually build something on what we've got to rid it, you know, to rid society of just the you know, hideous amount of corruption that's from the bottom to the top in everything. You know, the food we eat, there's what we learn at school, the media, you know.
Or what we don't learn at school, most of the time.
What we don't learn at school.
Crap we learn at school.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. It's just
a move away from the money society. That's what I'm saying. We should say move away from that completely.
Thank you for that.
no worries.
Would you like to make a comment before we sign off?
Move away from the monetary system, because that's the paralysis for me of
Absolutely,
everything.
take control of our own finances.
Yeah, and you know, let's you know, the planet's here for everybody, and us, we are a species like everybody else.
Absolutely.
We're humans, we feel, we breathe. We're not just robots, are we?
Well, we hope not, don't we?
Yeah.
We hope we're not just source code, really, when it comes down to
just
it.
a number on a piece of paper. It just pays taxes and funds wars, and, you know.
And there's a bit more to us than that, isn't there?
Yeah.
And there's a little thing called honour.
Yeah.
Which is a good guide.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, thanks for that.